All right, Manny, we're looking good. Okay, so you can just talk to me and tell me about your place, about Bob, whatever you feel like you want to tell the story about. About the life out here at the end of the road.
Sounds good. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the world famous Santa Monica Pier, the end of Route 66, 2009. We were fortunate enough to be the end of Route 66. It's always ended here in Santa Monica, but now it's here at the world famous Santa Monica Pier. And here you are at the last stop shop. Here we are in front of a display case that I created as a dedication to Bob Walmayer, who was a famous artist, devoted his life traveling Route 66, educating people about Route 66 through his artwork. This is something that he did here, the map, bird's eye view. He did postcards. He traveled in a Volkswagen van, a 67 Volkswagen van that's now on display in Pontiac, Illinois. He was famous for the hippie van in movie Cars, film movie. So the vans on display there, also a school bus that he converted into a house, are also on display there at the Pontiac Museum. Outside the Pontiac Museum, facing the south, is a mural on the wall that Bob started. He was unable to complete, so all his friends and family came and put it back together, painted it. Something that everybody should enjoy and treat if you're ever in that area.
Manny, tell me about the sign. Everybody loves to take a picture of the sign on the pier. What's the story with the sign?
Sign's located in the middle of the pier. I don't know why it was erected in the middle of the pier. The end of the pier is the end of the pier, and the end of the pier is here, and that's where it should be. And that's why everybody asks, is that the end of Route 66? I go, the end is the end. If that was the end, I think that's the end there. Where you go any further, you're going to be in the water.
Do you see can you? I saw two proposals out here at the end of the pier. Do you see a lot of romance at the end of the pier?
Yeah, occasionally they have planes that fly over. Sometimes asking people to get married, and that's just like I said, it's a world famous pier that some people say was second most visited next to Disneyland. Very popular tourist destination. So you'll never know what you'll see out here, actually.
Mel's Diner. Any connection with Mel's Diner? Is that the last Route 66 restaurant?
Yeah, Mel's Diner is on Lincoln and Olympic, which is the original end of Route 66. As they extended it from downtown LA, 7th and Broadway in 1926. I guess about 7 to 10 years later is when it came to Santa Monica.
And we're looking at everything you say. How many miles is Route 66?
Route 66, there's always controversy about that. The majority of the people are going to say 2,448 miles. Some people say 2,338 miles. I know over the years it's kind of been diverted. Some places, there's a place in Arizona where it didn't want to go along with the program, and it's been diverted through there, but not really actually sure on that.
Okay. And I'm thinking about Bob. Bob's ability as an artist was Disney and Bob. Tell me a little bit about Disney and Bob.
Disney and Bob.
The van that the Fillmore van in Disney.
Fillmore the van. So Fillmore the van. The voice is classic. Was done by George Carlin, who was like a true hippie. George actually did a HBO commercial right here in the corner, and during the commercial I offered him some water, stuff like that. He came over here, his brother was here. He's a really nice, down-to-earth guy. So just like Bob, his blessing seemed like everything just went along peachy keen.
And the Cozy Dog, just a little bit about the Cozy Dog too?
The Cozy Dog is an iconic restaurant that Bob's dad started. Bob's dad was the inventor of the hot dog on the stick. As the story goes, Bob's dad was in the service and they were eating hot dogs on cornbread, and his dad wanted to figure out how they could make those two stick together. and
Wow.
the rest is history.
I actually didn't know that part of the story. That's
We have a
cool.
hot dog on the stick here, right at the beginning of the pier. It started much, much later, and people always ask when I tell them about Bob's dad. They always ask, "Are they affiliated?" And I go, "No, it's just somebody trying to capitalize on what he started."
Perfect.